Hi. I think it says contradict. It says they can't all be true. At the bottom, it says the words of Jesus. Jesus said to him, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me. That's John 14:6. I'm going to read the back of it. Imagine a father giving a drink to his child. He believes with all his heart that the drink is just water. However, in the glass is a deadly poison. Does his belief change reality? Many claim Jesus was just a teacher, but the Bible says that he is God. That's a big difference. It is a big difference. Watch the Bible. It was written down by eyewitnesses during the lifetime of other eyewitnesses and reports supernatural events that took place and fulfillment of specific prophecies written hundreds of years before, like Nostradamus. That's Nostradamus was a prophet. He was prophesying, whatever. And I noticed in some of his works, he was prophesying about church. Anyway, these eyewitnesses had nothing to gain and everything to lose if their message were not true. Many of them lost their lives because of their message. Jesus came to die as a sacrifice for sins, so sinners could be reconciled to a holy God. Man is guilty of breaking God's 10 commandments. If you ever lied, stolen, or looked with lust, God sees you as a lying, thieving, adulterer at heart. And see, this is what I'm talking about. Maybe it's the way I read it. But it's been on many occasions when I read the Bible, it just seems like you, you made it seem like the scum of the earth, sometimes. Maybe it's the way I read it too, though. Lying, thieving, a daughter at heart. But I'm telling you, I'll be the first to admit I have a porn addiction. People may don't think I say that, but I don't have any issue saying that. Would you rather me be honest with you, or would you rather talk to someone who has their issues? I don't have no faults. For the most part, I don't anyway. Something, I don't really hang around people, so my business really isn't everybody's business anyway. No one can meet God's standard, and hell is just because God is holy. But in his mercy, hell is just because God is holy. That's justice. That's justice. That's just us. Just us. I'm not going any further than that. But in his mercy, God took on flesh in the person of Jesus Christ. He lived a sinless life and offered himself in love on the cross to take God's wrath in the place of sinners. He rose from the dead, showing the penalty paid in full. God commands you to repent and trust in Jesus alone for salvation. Cry out to God for mercy and put your faith in Jesus, confessing and forsaking your sins. God will change your heart so you will desire holiness. The Bible shows ample evidence of divine authorship. If it is true, then Jesus is your only hope, even if you believe otherwise. I'm going to carry on from there and go on into the what I was going to read out the Bible. I just want to read that card. All right. I'm going to go over 1 Corinthians chapter 13. Not bankrupt, but chapter 13. And you see right here it says love. Well, there you go. A friend of mine, she suggested that I go over it. What she wants, she gets. Stop. Now, before I go into that, I just want to say this. Like, during the journey I've been on, it's one thing I learned about Christians. Or it could be brothers in Christ, but it's one thing I learned about Christians, though. They showed me the power of love. You know, in Islam, they shun you. Certain things they shun you. Like if you don't walk a particular way, if you can't like really walk that way, if you're messing up for whatever reason, you know, they shun you. They turn their back on you. Not them Christians. Now some of them I'd be like, they're too judgmental. Well, in the Bible, in Psalms 82:6, it says that, you know, certain people have the ability to judge. Okay, so hey, if they're being judgmental, then maybe they have the right to be a judge. You know, I've been judgmental, but not to the point where I actually thought I was like honorable, Lawrence Brandon or anything. I called myself that one time. But when it's all said and done, the Christians, they love. And I tell you, like, how you see me now? I wasn't like this like a year ago, right? But they slowly break you down. So I was telling people yesterday, man, I've been talking to myself, y'all know how I get. And I was just thinking about it. They break you down, you know. Not out of hate. Because hate, it feeds off hate. It'll fuel it, right? Because that's what a person wants. You might get irate, mad. And I was it's a story when I was out on Washington Road, and I was kind of making a little bit of noise out there, and you know, I just got the message like, time for you to leave Washington Road. So I get back and I don't know much about the Bible, and it's hard for me to comprehend it because I'm listening to this person, that person. That's the reason I'm having trouble comprehending the Bible. I got to get my own meaning. You know, I interpret it my own way. And that's been the problem the whole while. I've been really trying to listen to people instead of interpreting it my own way. And I just got back and I just going. And I was talking about Christianity. Like, it's supposed to be Christians and da 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 da. And you know what they do? Turn around and give me a motel room. I mean, it's love will actually kill the hate, the hatred, the bitterness inside a person. You can't be bitter with that person if that person is bitter. You have to love that person also. You know, I got a friend. You know, I got in trouble. You know, but she left. You know, I went through hell. You know, trying to get her out of a situation, and the situation with me is not all that better. I mean, nah, it is. It's a hell of a lot better. Excuse my language. It's a whole lot better than what I was seeing. You know, and but she made the choice to leave. I went to sleep. She leave, and that's all. I just like forget it. You know, because you get tired. Like all these girls, like you go to sleep, you wake up and they gone. You go, they gone. You know. Does anybody have any loyalty around here? It's not about being loyal, but is it okay? Can a man go to sleep and wake up and a woman beat her? You know, you don't have to sneak off uh, from anybody. You know, she leave. I see her later and something, and then I get a message that something happened to her. I don't even know if it's true. I just take it into consideration because what happened. You know, what led apparently. My failure to handle things a certain type of way uh, eventually let the situation get to the point where whatever the claim was that she made, if she really made it, you know, against another man, it kind of fell upon my back. Not all of it, but maybe I could have stopped it. But I can't if she leave. I'm not chasing like women down. I do love, you know, and sometimes people get it mistaken in the way I love, you know. But if I love her, shoot, yeah, I do. But I'm not about. I just can't. Mm, mm. You have to be smart out here in these situations. There's one thing I learned since I came to Augusta. Some girls, I met a lot of good girls around here, and I love all of them. I love. You know, I told dude last night, I love dude. You know, I told dude last night, I love you. You know, but they don't straight up with you to a certain extent. Some of them aren't straight up with you at all, and some of them only straight up with you to a certain extent. And what does that do? It puts a man in a situation. I'm not getting in any more situations. You know, with female, they try. If you're gonna love. You know, I'm not taking any shots at the female. I don't need to jail behind a female at her back. You know, fighting for her or whatever. I ain't no going to jail. Uh, I'm not gonna say that the females don't love, but just you have to love everybody and give everybody the benefit of the doubt. You know, don't just look at this person and be like, he a sucker. You know what I'm saying? let's try to sucker them. You know what I'm saying? And then you take advantage of a person with a good heart, right? Take advantage of that person with a good heart, because to many people, uh, he's a sucker. You know what I'm saying? But like Baby Vision, kindness is blindness in many situations. You know, Snotty, take out that perm, leave that hair naughty, and make that hand firm. You know, start thinking your wisdom is too deep for anybody to learn, and find yourself melting hot before knowing you're being burned. That was Vegas Vision. That come out Vegas Visions. You know, wrote that. When I talk about what all I went through, what all I did, we're not gonna do that. But I just wanted people to understand the power of love, because I really have to, like, those Christians, man. they got down on me, not in a bad way, but they showed me the power of love. That's how they broke me. That's how they broke me down, with love. When I be mad, we want to go back and forth, bring them down with love. You might be walking down Broadway with a white guy. I think it was, said, "Jesus love you." I was in the parking lot one day, and been raising. I ain't gonna say raising no hell, acting out, and that Jesus saves. What the fuck? That's how they. It's really Jesus, But I'm gonna go ahead and read this now. But that's how they'll do you. They'll break it down, They kill you with kindness. I learned that love actually is a powerful thing. It's a powerful tool. Okay, and now I will show you the most excellent way. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 13. If I speak in the tongues of men and of angels, but have not love, I am only a sounding gong or a clanging cymbal. If I have the gift of prophecy and can fathom all mysteries and all knowledge, and if I have a faith that can move mountains, but have not love, I am nothing. If I give all I possess to the poor and surrender my body to the flames, but have not love, I gain nothing. Love is patient. Is patient. Love is kind. It does not envy. It does not boast. It is not proud. It is not rude. It is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. That's unconditional love. Now, there are different types of love. And from my experience, uh, I can safely, I'm gonna say I can firmly state that is straight unconditional love. It's like Tupac. You gotta love unconditionally. Now, sometimes it's hard to love unconditionally. You can't, you have to build up. You have to really build up to that point to love somebody unconditionally. You have to go through things with them. Otherwise, you might meet a woman, you might be the apple of your eye, and you might go through situations with them, you might love her with your heart, intimately or whatever, but there's more levels to that. There's more levels to love. To actually love somebody unconditionally, you have to go through situations with that person. Like what I'm kind of going through now. It gets to a point where you're just like, whatever, man, whatever happens to you, love you. If you need me, call me. I don't know if I can be much help, but maybe I should have been more firm. But if I fall asleep and a person leaves, But maybe I should have been more firm. I should have been like, you're not going anywhere. You know, they're gonna try to take advantage of you. You know, that's maybe what I should have did. But I had already. I'm not even gonna make any excuses. I'm gonna accept my fault. Maybe I should have tried harder. Because I knew in the state that she was in, I knew somebody was going to take advantage of her. She's a small woman, you know. So people say, you know, we love her. I do. I do, you know. But I love more than her. I love all women. I have love for everybody. It's genuine. But one thing that people do know about me around here is that you just not gonna, you know, no matter what I went through coming up in my early 20s, the things I've done to women, you know, I've been judged for that, you know, on a whole nother level. I've been judged for that. So I don't worry about it. People say what they want. I don't worry about it. But one thing people know around here is that having that woman all kind of ways, for the most part, you know, I ain't going for it. You know, I do stay out of it. I try to. Because we don't do go right back to the person, you know, right back to the dude. In many cases, you know, like I almost had to fight 3 dudes to get that woman out of there. I finally got out of there. And as soon as I lay down, she didn't even, the next day she didn't even go back. And I ain't saying I'm the best person in the world, you know. But that was a fucking dummy mission. That was a rescue mission I went on, you know. And anyway, love never fails, but where there are prophecies, they will cease. Where there are tongues, they will be stilled. Where there is knowledge, it will pass away. For we know in part, and we prophesy in part. But when perfection comes, the imperfect disappears. When I was a child, I talked like a child. I thought like a child. I reasoned like a child. When I became a man, I put childish ways behind me. Now we see but a poor reflection as in a mirror. Then we shall see face to face. Now I know in part. Then I shall know fully, even as I am fully known. And now these 3 remain, faith, hope, and love. But the greatest of these is love. We saw a man beating on a woman, right? Would anybody say anything? Would it be right for anybody to say anything? Even though it's not their business. That was a question that I asked one brother, you know. I said, you know, what I learned was that if you don't like something, you change it with your hands. You know, hey man, stop, you know what I'm saying? If you cannot change it with your hands, that's how it goes. If you cannot change it with your hands, at least speak out about it. But see, when I said it, I was like, if you're too weak to damn change it with your hands, you know. I ain't saying I'm strong. You know, I get timid too. I ain't gonna lie. I opened up on the other video. Change it with your hand, at least say something. If nobody say nothing, then hate it in your heart. And that's the weakest of faith. Just hating it in your heart and not saying nothing. Some people don't have a voice. You know, I speak. I don't know how many people look at my videos. They don't see that I have any followers, but I know damn well a lot of people looking at my videos. They're just to keep me hungry, so I don't be worried about views and stuff and things of that nature. They better be watching these videos, or else this ministry stuff can go to the curb. I'm telling you, because I'm not doing this and not to see any followers. I didn't want to make this. I didn't want to deliver this message, but I know I can. In an efficient manner. You know, if you never go through a situation, if we don't go through a situation, then how do we know? I grew up watching my mother get beat, right? I said I never do it. And then I became the same man that put his hands on my mom. I grew out of that. You know. Many times we defend these women and they run right back to the same people. I'm talking about physically defend them, you know. They go back to the same people. When are the women gonna have my back? They do a good job. But what's the use if you're still gonna leave anyway? What's the use if when I see you, you know, you just like this one way, but you're not straight up. And then I see it again, all this other stuff going on, and I'm in the dark. When I'm telling you, like, you can tell me all this stuff ahead of time, and I promise you I probably won't care. I just be glad you said it ahead of time, because I don't want to like anybody's fool, anybody play a game on me. And that's what I've seen, I ain't had a straight up girl like that yet. There's always some. Now, that's not saying that there aren't any females like that, because it all centers around love. That's what I'm saying. Because what does it matter if you don't love? That's basically what I was saying. First Corinthians chapter 13, and she picked it out for me. To us speaking for her, she picked it out for me. Well, I would call my other half. I don't know what she is, and I do love, but it just gets to a point where it's like, man, too many people. Maybe I'm being selfish right now, and I don't want to hold people up. Maybe I'm being selfish right now, right? Maybe you should take a view. Maybe you should look at it from the woman's point of view. What precipitated the events that followed? What precipitated those events? What happened before then? Now, see, I ain't tell y'all what happened before then. I ain't tell y'all what I did. I didn't think she cared too much about it, but maybe she did. See, I ain't tell y'all that now. I was really in the wrong. I'm talking about all the way in the wrong. Man, it was telling man what's going around here. People probably catch up with each other outside and be like, they know each other. So I don't put nothing past people out here. Anyway, I got to go. So y'all ponder on that. Because it really came from the heart. So I hope somebody take it in. Or somebody listen to it. Somebody think about the word, what I'm saying. What I am saying. Because I'm in pain right now. Like, I'm in pain too. I didn't want to do it. I don't want to do this video. I did it anyway. Sometimes you gotta teach a woman, sometimes you gotta teach a female how to be a woman. It don't matter how old they are. You don't know their background, how they was raised up. You have to show them like a different side, a different culture, a different way of doing things. If a woman has a messed up childhood, you know what I'm talking about when I say messed up childhood. The abuse, all the way up until mid-teens when she might decide to join a gang or something. Her whole life has been fucked up. She firstly didn't have a life, you know what I'm saying? Didn't have a chance in the beginning. So if she's able to get away from that, right? I don't know why I'm saying this. I gotta be saying it for a reason. So if she's able to get away from that, don't matter how old she is. The woman I talk to is way older than me, almost 20 years older than me, But I'm just saying, it could go anybody, and she gets away from that. It don't matter if she 20 or 50, 40, it don't matter, They finally get away from that. They still got to learn. It's like they still got to learn how to be a woman. Like a woman, Just like I may still be learning. I may still be in the process of learning how to be a full-grown man, and I'm 36. I didn't become a man until I was 28. That's when I started maturing, when I was 28. For the most part, I was throwing away years of my life. Throwing away years of my life. So, how can you expect, I'm taking the focus off me, right? I said, how can you expect a woman like who's been treated like a slave all her life, sex slave? No matter if she's a slut, I even did to rap songs they do talking about like I be fucking her, like you be wifing her. and I be mutting, doing whatever, mutting them out. You be wifing them, and okay, because I'm that lame guy that shows them love. I'm the lame guy that shows them love. I just don't have anything for them. I can't put them nowhere. But I guarantee you, if I had a house, I got a house. I guarantee you, I'm moving a house. It's gonna be a lot of people who gonna be missing their girl, and I ain't even gonna. It's not even gonna be a sexual thing. It's gonna be a place where they can just get the hell away from it. Where they can get away from certain things. They've been sex slaves all their life. Like, damn, nigga. I'm tired of selling. I'm tired of selling pussy. Why don't you go sell your ass? Go sell your asshole. You know what I'm saying? But they can't say that. But that's how they be feeling inside. See, I'm gonna say it because I know it's how they be feeling inside. I'm tired of selling pussy, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of y'all fucking me the way y'all fuck me. You know, gang banging and all that shit. Though. No, I mean, there's nothing against gangs. Ooh, I got to say that. But see, that's just a form. See, I told you I watch. See, I told you ain't no better. I watch porn, but that's what they call it, gang bang. You know what I'm saying? When it's multiple. I had a porn addiction. I struggle with. But you get tired of that. Yeah, I'm tired of these niggas fucking. Damn, nigga. So, I guess that's my cue. I guess that's my cue to end the video. Because some people, they don't give a damn you make a video now. Alright, y'all. But love the woman. Teach her how to love. Yeah. I only got so much love I can give. But I still try. Peace. You know what now? You see that? I need to get in the kitchen.